Hi, and welcome to this week's mini-concert here at First Presbyterian Church. Today's concert will be different than the concerts in the past. I am going to introduce you an instrument which you hear every Sunday, but yet you don't know it. That's right, I'm talking about the pipe organ, and I will share what's inside of the instrument. And I will also talk to you about the console, which is the cockpit of an organ. So this organ has 3 manuals, 4 divisions, 38 ranks, and 2,201 pipes. Sounds easy, right? So what do organists mean with the word rank? What does it mean to have 38 ranks? Let's check it out. Welcome to the west chamber of the organ. Behind this wall is Darlington Street, and on my left is the opening which faces the sanctuary. So I just wanted to give you an idea about the chamber and that you know where we are at. And this is what a rank looks like. As you can see, the lowest pipes, the longest pipes are here. This is the lowest pipe of this rank, which is a trumpet, and then gradually they get shorter and shorter, and that's what we call a rank. And the highest pipe of the ranks are located here. These are metal pipes, but the organ also has a few wooden ranks. Now let's check out the wooden ranks. Here we go. So as you can see, these pipes were made of wood, and they produce a relative low pitch. What you see is a device which is used to regulate the pitch of the pipe. So if I push this lower, the pipe gets higher, the pitch gets higher. If I pull it out, the pitch gets lower. On the other side are low metal pipes. Check out these. This is what we call an 8-foot pipe. So this is a lowest pipe of an 8-foot rank, which means that the lowest C is 8 feet long. Now let's check out a few pipes from and give them a closer look. This is what we call a reed pipe and a rank. So it imitates the sound of the oboe, and if I push down this tuning pin, then I change the pitch of the pipe. I can push it up too, and most organs get tuned once or twice per year. Now let's check out an open pipe. This is an open pipe. As you can see, there is no lid on the pipe, and by pushing this ring up and down, I can change the actual pitch. The air comes in through this hole, and then the actual pitch is produced right here. This is where the air comes through, and it produces a sound like this. I just moved to the east chamber of the organ. I am slowly walking in, and again on my right is the youth room, and here is the opening which faces the sanctuary. There is the grand piano at floor level. Here you can see different kind of pipes. Yeah? These are closed pipes. As you can see, there is a lid on each pipe within the rank, but most of them are open. Now, why are these pipes closed? Well, by closing a pipe, you get a different color, first of all, but also because if this pipe, for example, would be open, you would need twice as high of a pipe to produce the same pitch. So by closing a pipe, you actually reduce the length of the pipe. It certainly wouldn't fit into this chamber if it was twice as long. On this side you can see some of the pedal ranks. This is a 16-foot reed pipe. So what does that mean? It means that the lowest pipe of this rank should be 16 foot long, but it's not. Why? Because it wouldn't fit into this chamber again. So what organ builders do is this. So the pipe starts here, goes up, it's bent, it goes down again, it's bent again, and then it finally goes up, 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 and that's the end of the pipe. Instrument makers have been doing that for hundreds of years. If you think of a fagot, which is the bassoon, the bassoon's body is also bent multiple times because the instrument itself would be much longer than it actually is. Now, here is a second level which can be approached by using this ladder here. Here are shorter pipes, the higher pipes of the pedal, as you can see. And this is also one rank, what you can see. It starts over near to the wall, and it ends on this side. That's one rank. Here we go. We are at floor level again at the organ console. I will try to explain how this console works and what's the setup look like. Well, as you can see, I have 3 manuals and I have the stops on my left and on my right. Now, this group of stops belong to the 3rd manual. These here belong to the pedal, and I have 2 groups on my left, and one of them belongs to this manual, which is the grade, and another group belongs to the 1st manual, which is called the choir. Now, I like to explain this as orchestras. So just imagine we have 3 different orchestras, and these are the instruments which play in one of the orchestras. So for example, this is a flute which plays in this orchestra, which is the 3rd manual. Or this oboe. Or the trumpet. I have instruments which play here in this orchestra, which belongs to the pedal. why do we need 3 different manuals? Why do we need 3 different orchestras? Well, the explanation is that having 3 manuals, I can set up different dynamic levels. For example, one of the manuals can be loud, the next one medium loud, and the third one quiet. I can also combine these 3 orchestras together to one manual. And the main manual is the second manual, where I can have this orchestra play together with this one here. So that means all these instruments from the third manual would be playable on this manual. For example, I can have set up a solo stop for one of the manuals, and the accompaniment on a different manual. Possible if I had only one manual, because when you only have one manual, you can't differentiate between solo stop and the accompaniment. Now, here there are so-called pistons, which are presets for Sunday morning worship or for a concert. So what does that mean? They are connected to a little computer inside of the console, and when I push one of the pistons, a certain combination comes up. It's like saving a file on the computer. So, for example, this is my regular Sunday morning setup, which starts with 1, and 1 is the loudest registration. You know, I have the most stops pulled out, and then 2 is softer, 3 is the softest, and 4 is louder again, and 5 is really loud. So I'm gonna show you how that actually works by holding one chord and just pushing the pistons. Finally, a little bit of pipe organ trivia. Here is the first question. How old is the world's oldest pipe organ? What's your guess? Here's the second question. How many pipes does the world's largest organ have? Take a guess. Number 3, how many labor hours does it take to build an organ the size of the instrument at first press? What do you think? So here are the answers. Number 1, how old is the world's oldest pipe organ? Approximately 585 years old. The organ was built around 1435, and it's located in Switzerland. Still playable. Number 2, second question. How many pipes does the world's largest organ have? Officially, the organ at Atlantic City Boardwalk Hall has 33,112 pipes, but only about 35% of the pipes are in playable condition. So there's always this question like, oh, is the Wanamaker organ the largest instrument of the earth? Yes and no. It's advertised as the largest playable instrument. Actually, the one in Atlantic City is larger, but only 35% of the pipes work. And finally, to the third question, how many labor hours does it take to build an organ the size of the instrument here at first glance? Well, the right answer is about 40,000 hours. So that would be 6 months worth of work for a group of 5. 6 months it takes to build an organ, which starts with planning, manufacturing the parts, putting the organ together. Every organ is put together twice. First in the organ shop, and then it's taken apart, it's shipped to the church, and it's put together at the actual church. And all that work takes time. I hope you enjoyed this week's mini concert, which actually wasn't even a concert, but still, I hope you learned a lot about pipe organs. Enjoy your week.